Hi everyone. Hey YouTube. I haven't been on for a while, but I want to see if I can try to slowly bring myself back through using my voice. I can't be on camera for right now, but I really want to talk about this situation because it hits near and dear to me, and that is from Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy Osefo. Wendy, I'm talking to you since you like to come on and on people's YouTube pages like Funky Dineva. Shout out to Funky Dineva and Beautiful Soul. Shout out to Beautiful Soul. If you guys don't follow them, check out their videos because they have talked about Wendy Osefo and why Eddie, Wendy's husband, family have not seen their child, including the mother. So I wanted to talk about why Wendy needs to get off the show. Wendy, you are an elitist. That's right. You are an elitist. And I've came to that conclusion after last episode. It was episode 12 of, no, I'm sorry, episode 13 of season 5 of Potomac. So after that conversation between you and Karen, I've had it. I had enough about this. And these are my opinions about Wendy. She's definitely elitist. People like her, I'm very disappointed by. And let me tell you why. People like her, they come from Nigeria or they come from other foreign countries and they get their work scholarships. They get school scholarships and grants and work visas and school visas, and they're able to come to the United States because the United States wants to look like they're the best country in the world, which we all know is a lie. And they bring all these foreigners to come to America to get a degree, which Wendy has several, and they use their degrees to get a work visa. And they use the work visa so they can stay in the United States and accumulate money, which is a great thing that America likes to do. Now, they don't do it as much at this time because of the Trump administration, but we did a lot of things like that. Wendy is that type to do that. And then once she gets her accomplishments, once she gets her degrees, she likes to throw it in people's faces and look down on others. People like you call me Dr. Wendy. Didn't you say that, girl? Did you say that, women? Since you like to talk condescendingly to people. People like you call me Dr. Wendy and you just barely met them. And you can call people the B word, but you can hold women empowerment sessions. I'm done with her. People like her do that. A lot of foreigners like to do that. And a lot of foreigners like to look down on Black Americans. And they want to ask, oh, why can't they be accomplished like us? Why can't they get these degrees like us? Why can't they do that? They're so lazy. They're so this, they're so that. And for you to call Ashley the B word and then turn around and host these women empowerments and then turn around and say Monique is this, that, and the third, and she hasn't learned her lesson. I don't want to film with her and not invite her to any of your events, but you have her name in your mouth every episode talking about her. That's a very ugly part of your character that I don't like and why you need to be off the show. And let me tell you why people like you come to America and you get these degrees and you want to know why Black Americans can't accomplish the most like you. That's because we still are oppressed, Wendy. And you and your 4 degrees and your job at Johns Hopkins should have let you know that. Black people are oppressed. So let me tell you how this story hits close to me. Because I'm a Caribbean and I have 2 degrees, by the way, Wendy. I may not be as accomplished as you, and I am not will ever knock a person for their success. So congratulations on all of your success and all of your endeavors and future endeavors. But I too have 2 degrees, and it was not easy to obtain. And I can tell you a short story about myself. When I graduated high school and I went to Bowie State to get my first degree, shout out to anyone who got their degree from Bowie State, BSU. I was denied because I did not obtain enough grants for my first year, for my undergraduate first semester as a freshman. And my mother fought for me, begged for me to the bank clerk to give me this loan. She had to go to several banks to get a loan because I was missing $1,500. I already had the student loan and the parent subsidized loan, and I got a couple of grants, but it still wasn't enough money for me to take on my freshman year. And why is that? Because of school being so high for me, and I'm a middle class citizen. And my mother, she didn't have enough money to give me at the time. I didn't get enough money in graduation gifts and whatnot. I still needed money for books. And my mother had to beg for money, and she was denied. And she was denied because her credit was bad. And why was her credit bad? Because she left my father at 4 years old to seek a better life for me and my siblings, to come from Florida to Maryland for us to get our degrees, for us to be as accomplished. And we were still denied because the card that my mother used to leave Florida with, my father put in her name, and she was a housewife. She did not have what I as accomplishments as you. And so she had to suffer. Her credit was suffering, and she had to fight to build her credit back up because she had a car note, because she had a bill that she couldn't afford to take care of us and her 4 children. So before you and people like you sit and wonder why Black Americans, why we can't get any degrees, and why it's so hard for us to be as accomplished as you, foreigners who have that a better access of getting to America, not at this moment, but you did, and get a degree and get scholarships and get grants. I'm not able to do that. And thanks to God, I was able to. Thanks to God, a person gave my mother the money. And that's why I'm able to get these 2 degrees. And there's a lot of people that have stories like me who probably are in worse conditions and worse situations because they aren't even able to get into college. And especially now during COVID and after everything that happened this year. But people like you don't deserve to be on this show with the mindset that you have, the elitism that you have. Now, Wendy background might not be the one that I made an example of, but there are plenty of foreigners like her. I heard that she grew up here. I'm not sure at what age did she arrive to America. I don't know if she said that on the show, but yeah, that's one of many examples of foreigners becoming an elitist and looking down on Black Americans. That's why I don't see it for you. So I'm already down to close to 8 minutes. So how can we bring this around, right? How can Wendy redeem yourself? Wendy, I'm still talking to you because you like to watch these YouTube videos, you and Eddie. How can you redeem yourself, Wendy? Because you have a couple episodes left and reunions around the corner. This is how. You take that cease and desist off of Eddie's family, and you allow them to be on the show, and you allow them to film them. Because even though I don't see it for you and I don't like you and you are an elitist, I do feel bad for you. Because as an American, love is love. And it doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter what tribe you come from. You should be able to fall in love with whoever you want to and be married. And it's unfortunate because a lot of foreigners like you have the mindset and the belief that they want to keep things in their tribe and their communities and their family members. And it's very unfortunate, but Americans, we don't think like that. So a lot of people do like you. A lot of people do feel sorry for your situation. A lot of people do want you to stay on the show. And a lot of people do want you to talk about this. But the fact that you don't want to talk about this, the fact that you do want to sue these blogs for having the stories about what Eddie's sister allegedly put out about you, we actually feel sorry for you. We actually want you to talk about that. That could be an actual storyline that can humanize you and humanize your elitism ways and to actually grant you a second season. But because you are blocking those things and you limit your comments so people aren't able to write under your Instagram posts and give you advice on how you can stay on the show, That's why you're in the predicament you're in. And every time a blog posts about Real Housewives of Potomac and posts any clips and stuff, a lot of negative comments are about you. They're not just Team Monique. And I want to be clear and say that I am not Team Monique or Team Candace. If anything, by now, I'm Team Karen Huger. I'm Team Neutral. They are both wrong. I find it funny, Wendy, that you can hold Monique accountable, but you can't even hold your own friend Candace accountable because she put herself in that situation as well. If these were not reality TV, how we already know the rules that you can't fight, if this was real life, Candace deserved it. Candace deserved it. You're not allowed to say what you're going to do, drag me in real life, because you can get dragged. And I understand the consequences because Monique is, again, she's also to blame for her to say that I have kids. You didn't consider that kid, any of your kids when you wanted to fight her. So, yeah, I'm Team Neutral. So I'm going past 10 minutes. With that being said, those are my views on Wendy. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And please use my video to post under post under Bravo Andy's Twitter, because he is now asking questions for the reunion. Wendy, get your fans, or get whoever 5 fans you have left, and use that opportunity for people to post questions about your family's your step family, and post about Eddie's family, because again, that can humanize you, that can keep you on the show, that can be an actual storyline for you. Instead, you're all up in Candace's business and hosting fake women empowerment, knowing good and well how you are an elitist. So yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you want, you can comment, please. I will read the comments. I would love to read them. Please post it under, again, at Bravo Andy Twitter, and see if you can ask questions about Wendy being an elitist and asking how she's a hypocrite. Tell me what you think about that. And follow me on Twitter, CookieBaby23. Follow me on Instagram, Danny_Damour, Damour. I'm out, guys. Hopefully I can do more videos about this and talk about more videos in the future about other things as well. Peace.